Hi guys, good afternoon. So this is Arlene from the Philippines, and as you can see, I'm outside today because I'm checking 11,696 square meter located here in Lipa City, Batangas, Philippines. This property is titled. It comes with a green title. Actually the sellers are all very much alive, and yeah, this is very close to Sta Toll, which is 1 kilometer away, and 1.5 kilometers away from SNR, and 1 hour away to the nearest entry to Metro Manila, which is Alabang. So but first things first, let me thank all my subscribers for continuously supporting my channel. Thank you so much guys. Your likes, your comments, your subscription, and of course buying properties only from me really help fund for my scholarship program for indigent and high school and college students. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So let's check this property, okay? Okay guys, this 11,696 square meter comes with 2 entry points. So the first entry point is via this road, and this actually leads to the provincial highway, which is from here to the national highway. It will be like less than 1 kilometer away, and the exit point will be the provincial highway of Bulacnin to Balete area. And on this side, actually, this will be from here Bulacnin to provincial highway with exit to Balete exit. Okay, so this will be your immediate neighborhood. So this is one property we sold 2-3 years ago. That is 1.1 hectare, but today I'm gonna show you exactly 11,696 square meter farm lot actually. So as I mentioned earlier, this property is ideal because of its close proximity to Balete exit and to SNR, and of course to Metro Manila. And yeah, comes with a clean title. So it's actually an ideal investment when it comes to Lipa City properties. Okay, so this will be your immediate neighbor. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is 1.1 hectare. It's owned by one of my clients before. It's a doctor, and the property starts right here where you can see is actually his gate. So the end of it, and up to the other side of the road where I parked the car. So the frontage of this property is 35-meter long. So this is it. So the property ends right here where you can see the post. So water, electricity, and internet connections are available here in the area, of course, because we are in Lipa City. So this is actually the frontage of the property. So let me move a little bit back, and that way you can see everything. So from here up to there where you can see the end of the property of one of my clients. So this is how the frontage looks like. Okay guys, so the frontage is 35-meter long, and aside from all the close proximity to Metro Manila, to Balete exit, to SNR, to SM as well, it's close to SM. It's around, if I'm not mistaken, between 1.8 to 2 kilometers away from SM via the diversion road. Here you can see the mountain view. So that is the mountain view. Perfect. So we're gonna go inside here, and that way we can see the boundary of the property. Okay, so last time I was here because we did a relocation survey of this property. This property on the other side, on my left side, was not yet fenced. So luckily this time it's already fenced, so we can clearly see the boundary or the border. So on this side you don't have to fence anymore. So this 11,696 square meter is actually more or less raw land. So there are few banana trees on the area, and actually at the back they have a lot of lanzones trees, but basically that's it, because the owners are really selling this property, so they are not doing anything with this anymore. So they just want to sell it and split the money by themselves. So here border is clearly to see, and here you can see the mountain. Okay, so guys, that is the mountain. So let's check. That's how it looks like here. Actually, even it's sunny day today, still it's quite windy. And if you're wondering, those are lanzones trees, and that one is a citrus. So there are few citrus and lanzones trees and lots of banana trees in this area still. Looks like the grasses are still high, so we need some cows over here. Yeah. That's how many layers of barbed wire. Ba, ilang layer ng barbed wire to? Ang dami kinabit ni Doc. Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 layers. Wow, that's a lot, guys, but okay. So here actually it's almost like flat, and here it's going a little bit up. You can see tall coconut trees, and over there it's also a little bit elevated. So this property has actually a character. It's not completely flat terrain, so it comes with a little bit slope, which is actually for me very good. Although I'm not buying this one. So here, this will be your view. Very nice. So if I gonna buy this one, I will have my house here on the elevated portion of the property, because in that way I can see everything. Here I can clearly see that is the mountain, and that is also a mountain. So those are Malarayat mountain ranges. So that will be your view over here and here. Very nice. Okay, let's go down. Okay, the boundary over here, just to clarify, is actually on that side. That's the border. That's the right border, because here all the greens that's still belonging to this 11,697 square meter, because we did the relocation survey. That's the reason why this property, they only covered that side, because this one is still part of this 11,697 square meter. Yep. Because before it was fenced, but we figured out that the fence was wrong, so the owner next, the neighbor adjusted the fence. So here it gets a little bit grassy, I must say. So we found Mr. Cow over here. And again, this is flat terrain. So the elevation of this property is 310 meters above sea level, which is pretty high. So you can see, yeah, they adjusted the fence. So here, that's the real border now. This is the real border to the side. So here, okay, this is the real border. So here, look, okay, yep, everything to the left, that's included. And here, everything they didn't actually cleaned, that is still part of this 11,696 square meter. So because before we were thinking, see, that is the old fence, but when we did the relocation survey, we found that it was wrong. So the owner of the next property, or the neighbor, had to adjust it, which was perfect. Now we're gonna check the border here on the end and here on the side. So still here you can see that the doctor's neighbor made a fence completely. So in this way you don't have to worry about the fence here, okay? So the fence, or the on the left side, as I'm looking into the property, is clearly established. So it's only in the front and on the right side that you have to do something about it. So we are very close to the end of the property. It's here, it's planted with lanzones trees. Unfortunately, lanzones trees, when they are not maintained, they will not give so much fruit. Okay, I think this is how far I can go. So over here, if you can see the bamboo trees over there, that is the border, because we have a creek. So the creek is the border on that side at the end of the property. Let me check. Let me find another way. Maybe this one. We fence it correctly over here. It's one of my clients before. Yeah, it was fencing. You can see there's fence, concrete post, and barbed wire up to the end. So of course they have the same length. So the property is up to that point. And he also did something, a small fence and a small gate at the end. So this you can do as well. Very nice. So 11,696 square meter. Yeah, very nice what they did over here. So if you are interested into farming activities within Lipa City, or for example, if you have family members who are interested to buy like 2,000 square meter, you are 3 or 4 groups in the family, then you can buy this, you know, and divide it among yourselves, because actually it's quite long. So 11,696 square meter divided by 35 meter frontage, you can actually deduct 5 meter on the side for the right of way, and that leaves you still 30 meter wide, a lot of room to build your house or something like that. Okay guys, I'm catching my breath here. Okay, so 11,696 square meter with a frontage of 35 meters. So if you're gonna divide it by 3 or 4 members of the family, leave 5 meters for the right of way, because the total depth of the property is 334 meter long. So you know, if you are there 3 people, so each one will get 35 by 100 meter. You know, that is 3,500 square meter. That is already a very good size for to build your house, your rest house, your retirement house, and still you have a lot of room for your vegetable garden. You can raise some animals, because personally we have 2,340 square meter. Although we want to have more, but still it's already a perfect size for a small house like 100 square meter, and a big space for farming or for raising some animals, some chickens, some ducks, or some goats. And therefore, if you have 3,500, that is more actually than the 2,340 square meter. So guys, I'm just giving you some suggestions on how, you know, for example, you're a family of 3 or 4 members, you can buy this property. Or if you are an investor with some cash to spend on for this property, so this property is 11,696 square meter times 2,800 pesos per square meter. That is the price, and yeah, that is the price for this property. 2,800 pesos per square meter is still way affordable, considering you are very close to Balete Exit and SNR, and within the 5-kilometer radius of Lipa City, Batangas, town proper. Okay guys, that ends our tour for this 11,696 square meter with a frontage of 35 meter and a depth of 334 meter, 1 kilometer away from Balete Exit, 1.5 kilometers away from SNR, and 1 hour away from Metro Manila. It is 2,800 pesos per square meter. Okay, if you are a sure buyer or you are very much interested in this property, don't worry. I will ask the seller to speak to you directly. It's not a problem. So you can call, Viber, WhatsApp, Telegram. I'm on all my numbers, 0917-621-4090 or 0998-574-7194. You can also send message on my Facebook page at Arlene Lewandowski, or you can shoot email at arlene@lewandowski@gmail.com. Thank you so much guys for watching. Stay safe. Have a nice day. Bye. Guys, this is the road going to the provincial highway and later on to Balete Exit or to Metro Manila. So when we shoot the video on this property 3 years ago, it was all rough road and dirt road. So now it's all cemented. So therefore, I think we need to shoot new video today. And you can see it's a 2-lane cemented road. That's why we can justify it for the selling price of the 11,696 square meter at 2,800 pesos per square meter. Of course, still negotiable with the seller, not to me, because I don't own this property. So the sellers are family and they wanna sell this property so they can enjoy the money and maybe buy something they really want, because they are already old people. So, yeah. And we're going right over here, so you can see it's still cemented road over there. So here we take a right, another 300 meters away and we are by the provincial road. There's really a lot of improvements for the last 3 years, especially in this area. So yeah, the price is still affordable. The concreting of this barangay road is still not complete because I think they have to move some houses still. You will see it later on. As you can see over here, the road narrows because they have to dismantle that house, the greenhouse, and then we can have two-way lane cemented barangay road. If that will happen, I'm not sure. So here it's actually wide, so 3 lanes, and this is already the provincial road. We are turning left, and we will show you until we arrive at Balete Exit, or the way to Balete Exit, because we are not driving to Manila today. This area actually is very, in a way, in demand, especially this 3 kilometers away or around this Balete Exit, 3 kilometers all around. Especially we have very sought Aresa subdivisions that is just 100 or 200 meters away from Balete Exit. So the new Lipa City Hall will be built over there, and we have SNR that is 1 kilometer away or less from Balete Exit. I think it's less, like, I'm not sure, like 800 meters away. And all this actually within the 5 kilometer radius of Lipa City town proper. So if you are coming from Manila, you are arriving at Balete Exit, so you have access directly to SNR, to SM Shopping Mall, to Robinsons, to all the hospitals like Medics, Mediatrix, all the hardware store. We have City Hardware and Ace Hardware Handyman inside the Robinsons area. And of course, Balete Exit is connected to Sta Toll going up to Ibaan and Tambo, and as well Batangas City. So in all, this one is really a good area for investment purposes or for retirement. You are one or good schools actually. So guys, this is Aresa on my right. This is subdivision. And good school actually, I forgot to mention about that. So we have a lot of good schools within the 5 kilometer radius. So we have De La Salle, Canosa, Nazareth School, University of Batangas, of Lipa Campus, and here on my left side there will be the restaurants. So this is Balete Exit coming from Manila. On my left, the first one that is going to Batangas City, and if you're going to Manila, that will be the next one. So yeah, thank you so much guys. Yeah, that is our short tour of the 11,696 square meter. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye.